Hi, everyone. Hello. Here I am, Miss Pamela. My full name is Pamela Lehan Siegel. Some of you have been dancing with me for a couple of other sessions, so welcome back if you're one of those people. And if this is your first day of practicing jazz dance with Miss Pamela, have a great time. It's so great to know that you're on there and you're going to be moving with me. We won't be sitting down for very much more of class, but I wanted to get started and make sure that I get all the things that are on my notes so we can have a good 30 minutes learning about jazz dance. So first, just a little bit about me. As I told you, my name is Pamela, and I have lived in Eugene, Oregon for 25 years. Before that, I lived in New York City, and I worked as a professional dancer, professional teacher, and I also made up dances for various productions called a choreographer. I do all those things right here in Eugene also. So some of you I may have had in my classes, but I'm so happy to have all of you here today studying jazz dance with me. So we're going to give a little, yes, it's called Let's Discover, because when you discover something, you try to learn new things or see things in a different way, even if it's a step that you've seen before. I wanted to give you a brief history about jazz dance. You've probably heard the word jazz, J-A-Z-Z. Jazz has a history just like most things do, and it started right here in the United States. Maybe not in Oregon. It generally started in the big cities like New York City and some other big cities. But it started with various people coming from other countries, such as the slaves coming from all different places in the world, and immigrants, the people that came to the United States to find a better life for themselves from other countries, whether those countries were Ireland or Egypt or the Philippines. Oh, there's so many countries. So immigrants and slaves all contribute to what we call jazz dance today. It has aspects or little pieces from all those different cultures. Jazz dance is like America, all different kinds of people, and in jazz dance, all different kinds of steps. So I wanted to tell you about a uniquely American form of jazz dance called theatrical jazz dance. Theatrical jazz dance means that it was performed or is performed on stages or in the movies. You may have heard of Broadway. Broadway has a lot of shows that you can go see, well, when it's open again. You can go see them, sit in the audience and listen to singing, dancing, and acting. You know, theatrical jazz dance uses aspects of ballet, acrobatics, and jazz dance all mixed together, just like I was saying about jazz dance. All right, we're going to watch a short clip. It's only 1 minute long, so you'll only be sitting for 1 more minute. And it's from a famous movie called 7 Brides for 7 Brothers. And in the movie, there are lots of characters that are in the Oregon Territory before Oregon became a state. And they are at a barn raising. They're going to help build a barn. And they're having a lot of fun combining ballet, acrobatics, and jazz dance. Look carefully at all the different steps, and I'll point some of them out after. So let's look at 7 Brides for 7 Brothers, choreography by Michael Kidd. Wow, that was some active, athletic, and fun dance. And before we go into our own dancing, I just wanted to point out a couple of moves you might remember from the dance. That was a lot to take in. Some of the ballet moves were when they put their leg in a bent knee to the front or to the back. It's called attitude. And then we go like this, and then a balance. They did some jumping pirouettes, but they also did some jazz moves where they'd kick their leg front and side and front and side, front and side. That's more from the jazz dance, and even a dance that comes from some Irish jig and other kinds of cultures. You know, I love watching that movie. It's something that you can watch also. If you remember the name, Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, you can watch it on your computer or iPad. Try it out. But now it's time for us to get set up for our next little bit of class. So we want to prepare our space. All right. I'm at the dance studios of the Eugene Ballet Company. So I have a big wide space, but all you'll need is a space where you can walk forward 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all, not big ones. You could walk back to the middle again. Make sure that from the middle you can walk back 5 steps, or even to the side 5 steps. So you have a small little space around you. Be careful, no furniture in the way. Sometimes it's good if you have cats and dogs at your house and you're listening that you ask someone to watch them so they won't get stepped on too. All right, you will also need to have comfortable clothing, just something, sweatpants. You could even wear pajama pants as long as you can move in them, right? Not anything too tight. I'm wearing special dance clothes called jazz pants and jazz shoes, but you can dance barefoot or in socks as long as it's not too slippery. I always try to have my water bottle. Also, it's good to keep a little bit of water in your body when you're dancing. So I'll try to every once in a while say, if you have a cup or a water bottle, you just take a couple of sips to keep your body really going. All right, we are going to start now. If you have your nice space, some comfortable clothing. If you get warm and you have a sweatshirt on, you might want to take it off later, but let's get started with a little bit of a warm-up. Now, a warm-up isn't just if it's cold out. A warm-up is to get your body ready for a dance class. Meaning, we don't want our bodies to get injured, so we move our ankles and our wrists and other parts of the body to get them ready for the day. Sometimes we even do things where we hop up and down and we get our heart going faster because the heart is a muscle that needs exercise too. It's called doing cardio work, cardiovascular. Oh, that's a lot of big words, but let's get started with our warm-up. I have a bit of music. In the warm-up, we're going to use different parts of our bodies and we're going to move them without moving the other parts of the body. It's called isolations. If you've taken my dance class, you know about isolations, but we've got to get started. All right, the music is I Have a Good Feeling. All right, you may have heard this song before. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm putting the music on my phone so you can hear it. Good feeling. Let's start with the head. Don't move the shoulders or the legs. Look, they're nice and wide. Now make your head go down and up. Down, down. Now stop in the middle and look at me. Side to side, no shoulders, please. Faster. Head back in the middle. Follow this one. Put your hands up. You'll be the cuckoo clock. Stop in the middle. Try to push your ear towards your inside of the elbow. Thank you, head. Let's do the shoulders. Now just one shoulder. Let's do the other one. Both. And rest your head. Rest the shoulders. Let's let our ribs do some exercise. Lift them up and push them to the sides. Not just bending. Take your ribs. And now your femur and your patella. That's the names for your bones. All right, let's move our femur up. Faster. Woo! And open your hands and hold your feet up. Balance. And jump. And run in a circle. Run backwards in a circle, a very small one. And reach up. And down. All right, that was a quick, short warm-up. We got the shoulders. The cranium, or the head, I mean. The shoulders, which are right here, yes. My ribs and my sternum, which is right in the middle. We talked about my femur, too. You know, I love to talk about muscles and bones because I love science as well as dance, and I love art, all kinds of art, but I think we've got to get going with a little bit more of our choreography. I'm looking at my notes just to make sure. Let's learn some vocabulary and skills. Those are the words that are written up there. Vocabulary, and then it has an and symbol, and skills. So we will learn a step. I'll show you how to do it. You practice it a few times, and then we'll put it together, and we'll do a dance. All right. The first skill is called the star. All right, now for this jazz dance star, you sparkle up, up, then bring it in like this. All right, so you're going to be reaching up with a nice wide jazz hand, and you're going to go to tiptoe for the first two up moves. Tiptoe, tiptoe, bring them in and pull your fists together. Okay? Stars can be done slowly. Up, up, down, down. Releve, releve. That's when I go to my tiptoes. Or they can go a little bit faster. In our routine or combination, sometimes I will say slowly and then I'll say double time. If you double something, you do it twice as fast, right? Out, out, in, out, in, out, out, in. Are you doing it? Excellent. Out, in. That'll be the first thing in our dance. The next thing is called développé kicks. Now, when something develops, it grows or it gets bigger or it extends, right? If something develops from a little baby and gets more grown up, this développé, which is a French word for develop, is where you bring your foot up to your knee and it develops straight out in front of you in a nice high leg, and then you put it down. Passe, développé, kick, down. Passe, développé. Oh, keep your balance. Your leg can be here. It can be here. If you're sitting in a chair, wheelchair, or anything like that, you can always try to see if you can try to lift up a little bit, or you can do it with the arms. You know, when you do it double time, it looks like this. Let's practice it. Okay, I'm just going to put my jazz arms out. I'm going to go développé, 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 développé. That's what it's called when I come here and here. But I'm doing it fast. Sometimes slowly, sometimes double time. All right, so we have the star. We're going to do it slowly. And then we're going to do it double time. Then we're going to do our développé kicks. We'll hold our arms out to the side so our bodies can breathe. And we'll do that double time. All right, it's time to take, before we learn the last ones, a quick sip of water. Keep our body hydrated, as they call it. I try not to drink too much during my dance class because I don't want all the water sloshing around in my tummy, but little sips are always good. All right, the third step. It's called the 3-step turn. Some of you might know this already. And guess what? You probably guessed already. It has 3 steps and you turn while you're doing them. I'm going to face this way so you can see it. All right, I'm going to take this leg because I'm going to go that way. Step, turn, step, touch. 1, 2, 3, and then you just bring it in on count 4. So the 3 steps are the main thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, clap, clap. 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 You know, jazz dance, or all kinds of dance, but in particular, uses the rhythm or the heartbeat of the music, and that's what you dance to, whether you're doing it slowly or you're going twice as fast. 3-step turns can be tricky, but I appreciate you're trying to do your best with them. You know, dancing is for everybody. All right, let's go to the next one so we can get jazz square. Well, I've got lots of big, gigantic squares on my floor here, but I'm talking about a little square. A little square that I can draw with my footprints. I'm going to take my footprint and I'm going to draw the line across the top. Then I'm going to stick right behind it, to the side and front. Those footprints on the floor, and if I connect them, it makes a square. I really wouldn't want to put paint on my shoes in the dance studio or at your houses, but it's fun to practice it. Let's practice it slowly, then a little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Always take your leg, and instead of stepping out to the side, you cross it over. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. When we practiced it the other day, some of you practiced it with me, we practiced on count 1 doing a snap of the fingers. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, thank you for practicing jazz squares with me. And the last one I think is quite easy, and they even did this step in the 7 Brides for the 7 Brothers. It's called a chassé. Chassé, chassé, chassé. They can go all around. You can do 2 of them. You can do 7 of them, or whatever you want, because when I say chassé, you just slide the foot out, and then I'll say pose. So you can make up any statue pose that you want. You know, like statues at an art museum or a museum of natural history. Oh, well, we've got to put these things together and get dancing so we won't go overtime and we can do all our other work that we need to. All right, I'm taking my microphone off so you can hear the music better. Okay, this is a dance routine to the music called High Hopes. It's by Panic at the Disco. Those are the people who wrote the original music. We're using a version that Kid Bops created, and it has kids singing. Kids of all different ages, maybe some even that are the same ages as you, and some maybe a little bit older. All right, it's going to start with the star, then the développé kicks, then the three-step turns. I'm looking down at my notes to make sure I know them. All right, then our jazz squares. Music, please. I don't have a music person, so I'll put on the music, and we'll just practice it a few times. You can always turn it back on and practice it another time, I hope. Are you listening to the beat? Get the star ready. Out, out, in, out. Really, really. Are you ready to do a double time star? And stand up for the développé kick. Kick. I always point my toe at the end. Back. Time for the three-step turn. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Now let's try our jazz square. You ready? Step across. Faster. Ooh, that's fast, Miss Pamela. Get your shot phase ready. Shot phase. Shot phase. Following along and learning new steps. There are a couple of old steps that we did also that this time when the music comes on, we're going to start out trying to imitate or follow what Miss Pamela, that's me, what I'm doing. And then in one place, I'm going to let you do movements of your own. Some people love to do floor things like roll down on the floor and things like that. Push up to the handstand. Just have to be careful that your room doesn't have anything that you would knock over. In Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, some of the characters did that. All right, follow me first, and then when I say do your own dance, just move the shoulders, tummy, legs, let yourself free. All right, let's try it. We're almost done before we're going to cool down, so let's have some fun dancing. The star. Fast star. Out, out. Développé kick. I can kick to the side too. 3-step turn. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, clap, clap. Yes, can be done fast too. Woo! And practice your jazz square. Mama said, don't give up. It's a real call. And chasse. I'll try to love, no more love. And I hate to see you waiting. Ho! can feel my heartbeat getting some good exercise and my arms and my legs. I'm glad I did those isolations and things to get started and to get myself ready. All right, one quick sip of water if you have some there. If you don't, you can have your water afterwards. And let's do what I call a cool down. All right, I'm using some music from Toy Story for this, and we just calm our bodies down so we can think about what we're going to do the rest of the day and how this has been such a good exercise for us to practice getting our bodies going. Step touch. Now stand nice and big. Let your arms float up and push them down. You just remember what your past did. You got a friend in me. Yeah, you got a friend in me. Now stretch up nice and big, but with the pencil shape. You got a friend in me. And turn around. Make your pencil turn around. You got a friend in the human pencil. You got trouble. Open the arms. I'm a person again. And walk your fingers down along your legs. I can touch the ground. Are you trying to touch the ground? Go as far as you can. And come up. Now take a deep breath through your nose. Feel your lungs filling up with some good air. And let it out. A friendship will never die. And down again. All right, so I love that song, and it was almost over. You've got a friend in me. All right, we just want to think now. We've learned maybe some new things. We got some exercise, and you may have started your day much earlier than this dance class, but we've got a lot more of the day left to go, and we want to have a good day and maybe do some stretching if we feel something that needs stretching during the day. You just move your shoulders up and down. You know, I love having dance with you, and I hope that you'll come visit me on another day when we do dance together. But that's all we have time for now. Maybe you'll watch the movie. Maybe you'll practice one of our routines. Thank you very much for dancing with me today.